Alright, so far we've met these three machines, sine, cos, and tan. Okay, we've seen that the way they work is that they themselves are not numbers. Instead, we got to get an angle from a right-angled triangle. And then we feed this angle into any of the machines we choose based on what's most useful. And their job is to spit out a fraction for us that compares different pairs of sides with each other. And so we've gone in this direction. Angles are fed into the machine, and then out comes a fraction that we used last time to calculate unknown side lengths and stuff. But this time we're going to effectively flip all the arrows, and when that happens, these machines slightly change name. Okay, it gets a little -1 up the top there, which in general means to reverse a process or an action of some sort. So what does this mean? It means with these machines with a little -1 up top, you don't feed them angles anymore, right? You do it all in reverse. So for these guys, we need to feed them a whole fraction. And then their job is to recover the angle for you. And so naturally, these machines are to be used when you're trying to work out an unknown angle, which is why the video is titled exactly that. Just a quick note before we jump into an example, the way you access these backwards machines on your calculator is to press Shift before the sine, cos, or tan. Okay, in some different brands it might have a yellow button saying second instead of Shift or something, but I'm sure we can show you in person if you can't work it out. So now let's see how all this works to find an unknown angle. I hope you'll see that this is almost like an easier process once you've got the hang of identifying names of sides and choosing the machines and stuff. There's barely even an equation to solve in this one, okay? So we'll bring back the definitions of sine, cos, and tan. Notice I've still written them in the sort of forward direction because it really doesn't matter, okay? But if we take a triangle here, you'll notice this time we know the lengths of two sides, and it's that unknown angle we're trying to solve for. So we begin in exactly the same way, by identifying the sides. We shoot across from the right angle and find that the hypotenuse is 5 long here. We shoot across from our angle, theta, and find that the opposite is the side of length 4. And finally, the adjacent is the blank side we're not going to use or care about. So of course we're going to use the sides we actually know the length for, the opposite and hypotenuse here, which means we're going to choose the sine machine. So let's bring it across exactly as we did last time. Okay, and so the forward sine machine, the normal sine, still eats the angle. Okay, only it's an unknown angle this time. Okay, but we're going to have opposite upstairs, so the 4 goes there, and the hypotenuse downstairs, so the 5 goes there. And now we can recover the unknown angle theta, because we can now use the backwards machine. And this time, rather than feeding this machine an angle and getting a fraction back, we go the other way. So we feed it the whole fraction, so in goes the 4/5. And the cool part is the moment we type that into our calculator, so shift sine, then 4/5, the angle pops straight out. Not even an equation to solve, it rounds to 53 degrees and we are all done. And so that's how we work out unknown angles. We make use of these backwards sine, cos, and tan machines written with a little -1 up top, and we feed them the whole fraction. Then their job is to give back to us the angle, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, see you next time.